Hi Virgo, this is going to be your guys' reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading and that this is not going to resonate for every single Virgo out there. All right, you guys, let's get started. What kind of messages do my Virgos need to know and hear at this time? What is going on for the Virgo collective? I'm going to shuffle the cards real quick. Please give me one moment. I'll be right back. I am so excited to finally announce that I have my own line of candles. If you guys are interested in any of the candles that I've created, please check it out in the description box, as well as using the promo code Shae208. That will give you free shipping above anything that's $50 and up in purchase. If you guys are interested in learning about the significance between each candle, I created a video. Check it out, you guys. Thank you for supporting me, my channel, and my friend. Thank you. What is going on for the collective of Virgo? So Virgo, can I just say that I already want to say I'm proud of you guys because the energies that I'm already picking up. So for every Virgo, this is going to be a little bit of a different situation. This feels more like a heavy work situation or a friendship. This could also be family, right? So we have family, it can be romantic partner with friends, it can be work. The reason I want to say it's work is because it already felt like that to me, and then at the very bottom of the deck we got workaholic. So this feels like maybe a work situation, but again, apply it in your life wherever it fits, Virgo. And this could even be past energies, you know, that maybe you've already walked away from, or this could even be what's going on currently. So let's kind of get into it a little bit, but I just kind of wanted to clarify that for you guys. So Virgo, I feel like let's keep it as a friend or a work situation as examples, because that's kind of more the energy that I'm feeling here. But Virgo, I feel like a lot of you guys have had to almost stand up for yourself or take yourself out of a very toxic situation. Now, what I'm getting here is that I get this feeling here, Virgo, that you guys could have been misjudged or could have had people misunderstand you in the workplace or in a friendship or some kind of group effort that you had to deal with. And it feels like there has been maybe even unfair judgment or unfair the way that people could have talked about you. It was just kind of like an unfair treatment. And I'm just getting to that there was just a lot of he said, she said, this happened, that happened. And it was just really aggravating, to say the least. Because I get this sense too that it actually ended up making you guys not only feel a little bit defensive, but also it's just kind of like you realize that whatever environment or whatever this was you were dealing with, there was no point in really arguing with them. There was really no point in trying to put your 2 cents in to a situation, because it just feels like all you would have had is just more and more people almost like victimizing themselves. Like, you've been around people, Virgo, that could be victimizing or shifting blame. And there was just something here about like you were kind of coming at the situation like, let's solve the problem, while everybody else was just like pointing fingers and not wanting to take accountability and nobody seeming to meet eye to eye. So you're just kind of like, what's the point? You know, what's the point of sitting here, wasting my time, wasting my efforts, when they don't even notice how great I am? They don't even notice what I'm bringing to the table. You could have had people be dismissing your ideas or dismissing you as a whole. And I feel like, you know, I'm going to be kind of dead serious with you here. Virgos were like my least favorite zodiac sign. And I think it was because my Virgo was in my not my ninth house. Well, it is my 9th and my 8th house. And that was a difficult placement for me. Plus, every Virgo I've met has like screwed me over. But like, the more that I started to embrace that Virgo aspect in my chart, the more I have more respect for Virgos. because Virgos are a mutable earth. So you guys see things as they are. You're very realistic and you can make changes around that. But again, I get this sense because Virgos are so detail oriented and so organized and can see things in different ways that you guys maybe just like rub people the wrong way or kind of piss people off without even realizing it, because you guys are like that helpful person that is, but you're very structured about it, or you're very blunt. Like Virgos, I've noticed a lot of Virgos, they don't necessarily sugarcoat things, you know? And if they do, they still do it in a way where it's still like, let me get my point across. So I feel like Virgo, you could have had that where maybe you've had like a type of speech or the way that maybe you would present yourself would be misinterpreted. So I feel like you're around people who almost were like purposefully misinterpreting you, Virgo. Maybe you've even had people stealing your ideas and using it as their own. You know, you've dealt with a lot of stuff, I feel like, in the workplace or in a group of friends or in some kind of group effort that really frustrated you guys because you felt really unseen, really misunderstood, and not really like, oh my gosh, like why is it nobody's really listening to me or paying attention to me? Because I feel like what you are bringing to the table here, Virgo, is golden, is priceless. But yet everybody around you, it just feels like it's crazy making. I don't know how else to describe it, but I just see you guys finally walking away from it. You're like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. I'm wiping my hands clean of this situation, and you're cutting yourself free from whatever this is. If this is a group of friends, you might have just completely disconnected yourself from that group of friends. If this is work, you could have even quit it, you could quit, or there's a part of you that maybe, again, just disconnected from the project, or you pulled back your energy, Virgo. You were like, you know what, I don't want to be affiliated with this. I don't want to deal with this. This isn't my problem. And it's like you guys are finally just done trying to convince people to see your points of view. Because again, like I say, Virgos are really detail oriented. It's like you guys see things that other people miss. So you're really like meticulous about this, whatever this is, Virgo. It's like, it's like you see things differently, but you see it in a way that's more practical, that's more logical, that's more grounded. And other people around you, you know, could be more airy or more emotional, and they're not seeing what you're bringing in. So it's frustrating because I feel like, honestly, out of like a lot of the zodiac signs, if I could really think about it, I feel like Virgos are mostly the like overlooked signs because I don't know what it is, but I think it's just because, you know, you're that earth, but you're so movable and flexible that I think it like almost stumps people or makes people not want to, like, I don't know. But I just kind of get that from you guys. It's just, you kept getting taken for granted. You kept getting misunderstood or kept getting looked over for a position or for like something that you do, something that you say. It's like you guys are like the best friend, or you're like the best coworker. You're like this person that can work well with others, but it always feels like maybe people around you are more combative towards you. And it's like you're trying to keep the peace right now, Virgo, and it feels like everyone else is like frantic or just not listening to reason. So there's a lot of frustration here, but I just feel like you guys are moving forward. You're not looking back. There is this sense of, you know, I think I'm good. It's almost like you guys reached a threshold where you're like, I don't want to put up with this anymore. I don't want to deal with this. And I think for some of you guys, as well as you guys caught somebody in a lie here, Virgo, and you guys are like, no, I'm not going to put up with that. That's not, you know, and I don't know, I feel like for some of you guys, it could have been somebody slandering your name or lying about you even, because again, there's this sense of being misinterpreted or somebody not giving you the credit that you deserve. So there's definitely something here about that. And it's almost like you guys are finally saying enough is enough, but it's like you guys are finally seeing things for what they are too. So if this is like work related, maybe you're realizing, this work is really toxic. This environment's really toxic. I might want to go look somewhere else. I might want to apply somewhere else. Or you are like, my friend group, I love them, I care about them, but it comes to a certain point where you're like, I want to choose my peace, right? Virgo, you're in this state right now of kind of bossing up a little bit more than you did. You guys might have been, and a lot of the Virgos I know are very quiet. I think it's because you guys are so observant and you're so aware of the surroundings around you. And I think that Virgos are very deep thinkers, and no one really ever gives credit to that because, obviously Virgo and Gemini both share the planet of Mercury. But I think you guys are very, not only detail oriented, but like you can pick up social cues, or you'll just sit down and listen to people and you can get a general understanding of where someone's coming from. So you guys are kind of putting your foot down right now. You're standing in this Queen of Wands energy where you're starting to become more of a leader, more of a go-getter, and also being more like, you know what? No, I'm not going to deal with that. No, I'm not going to have that. It's like you're not, because, no offense to like the Queen of Pentacles is more of a person who's more patient, right? More understanding. But the Queen of Wands can be a little more short-tempered, wants to see the results now, want to see things going on now. But it's like, again, she's very intuitive, she's very knowledgeable, and she makes risks, but she does it in a way that she knows it's like, is the benefit going to outweigh the risk? And if so, is it worth taking that risk? Nobody really thinks about the Queen of Wands as a very strategic person, but she is, because she relies on her intuition, but she also sees what is and isn't considered, like she looks at the pros and cons before making a decision. And I feel like that's what you're doing right now, Virgo. You guys might be in that pros and cons situation. So I feel like you guys are finally starting to see things for what they are. Some of you guys maybe realize that you could have even missed opportunities because of being around certain groups of friends or being around these colleagues. Again, I feel like somebody maybe around you, Virgo, is trying to sabotage you or is trying to put you down in some way. And I just get the sense that you're like, you know what? I'm done even fighting. I'm done even arguing. I'm done even trying to explain myself. And you're just like realizing that maybe you need to take time out to heal, that maybe you need to take some time out for yourself, that there's no way you're going to win in this situation. And you might have even felt kind of left out, Virgo. Maybe these people excluded you out of a situation, could have lied about you. There's something here about somebody being false or somebody not being completely truthful. But you guys are finally coming down to that decision on what you're going to do. And I think for a lot of you guys, you're learning to kind of just cut out how you feel about this situation. Like you're holding on to what's going to be beneficial for you. And I feel like a lot of you guys are you're choosing to walk away from this. You're choosing to step away from this because you're realizing that you're not getting the benefits that you deserve, but you're also not getting treated the right way that you need to be treated. Because I feel like you're around people that are so judgmental and so combative that they don't really care if they hurt your feelings, or they don't really care as long as they get what they're wanting. It's like maybe you're around a lot of selfish, greedy people at this time, Virgo. So it's almost like I have to say I'm proud of you because you took yourself out of this situation. You didn't grovel down to these people's level. And if anything, you took the high horse, right? You took the road less traveled. You guys decided to go, like you decided just to pull back your energy. You just didn't want to contribute to this kind of situation anymore. And I feel like here with that sextile and opportunities, a lot of you guys could have been like collaborating with people or dealing with a lot of different people, but you're realizing like, you have other opportunities and you have other ways of handling your business. It's like you guys are evolving to the point where maybe in the past, Virgo, you used to argue with people like this. You used to be like in it with them and groveling down at the same level, or you know what I mean, picking the fights with them and sticking to your guns. But this time you're just like, I don't need to. And because of that, you guys are walking away. And you guys are no longer allowing a situation like this to have power over you. And you're taking control over this situation, which I feel like is actually going to lead you to better opportunities. Virgo, I feel like you might be around somebody that's paying attention or noticing that about you. And that also might give you guys better opportunities because, you know, whether we realize it or not, even if we're in public or just whatever we're doing, people pay attention, right? And sometimes you're not aware of who is watching and who isn't. And I feel like you could be there could be somebody in particular watching you guys and how you responded and how you acted, which again, props to you because I feel like this was not an easy situation, but you handled it with grace. You walked away, you didn't play to their level, and somebody's really impressed by your work ethic or the way you handled a heated debate or heated situation. And I feel like, again, there is new opportunities coming in for you guys, so you're not limited. You may feel a little limited at this time, Virgo, but believe me, like, look around. There are so many options that are available to you that you're not even consciously aware of yet. So it's like paying attention and following what feels right for you is going to ultimately lead you down to a better path for you. We also have here Sagittarius. So I don't know if you're dealing with the Sagittarius. This could even be the person that is lying to you or playing tricks. Or again, maybe you have Sagittarius in your chart somewhere predominantly. Or like I said, you know, I started to embrace the Virgo side of me, and I only have, so my Virgo's in my North Node. Okay, if you guys don't know. And my North Node was hard for me. So it's very hard for me to adopt Virgo traits. And the more that I've been embracing Virgo traits, like I said, the more respect I have for Virgos. So maybe that's something too, maybe your North Node or your South Node or something. But there could just be something here about wanting to seek higher knowledge, wanting to travel. Virgo, some of you guys have an itch for traveling or wanting to learn a new language or wanting to learn something about new cultures or philosophies. Or again, it's just something about brushing up on your skill levels. Like, you guys are becoming more wiser, you're becoming more grounded, you're becoming like a whole grounded individual, right? You know how sometimes people, they're not very they're not like grounded or down to earth, or it's almost like they're missing a few screws, you know, they're not quite. But with you guys, it's like you guys are starting to kind of come in more to your own. I kind of feel like this group of Virgos are starting to embrace different sides of yourself and different interests. And I think that's what's also ultimately leading you guys down to better opportunities and better situations in the long run. We also have here a semi-sextile. So you guys are allowing different things to come in. And again, there's something about maybe breaking a cycle. Like I said, I feel like you guys used to be in the past would argue or defend yourself. Well, now you're just like, you know what? I don't need to defend myself. I know who I am, and I don't need to prove who I am to you. So you pulled back your energy. You handled it with grace. You're moving on. You're up leveling. And I feel like you guys are just focusing on you and bettering yourself. And I get this feeling too that, like I said, whether you're realizing it or not, there are people around you that are admiring that are noticing that. Maybe there are people that want to actually offer you a better position or a better job or whatever because people are paying attention to you. And I just feel like whatever position or wherever you're at, Virgo, I feel like it's going to be improving, or you guys are going to find a better position or a better spot for you guys. There's definitely something here that is starting to almost like bring you guys the rewards, bring you guys it's almost like you guys are, you know, when we do a lot of good deeds for others, right? Especially because Virgos are known to be the act of service and love and helping others, and they're considered the healers, one of the healers of the zodiac. I feel like you guys have done a lot for a lot of people, and it's almost like now be open to allowing and be open to receiving, because Virgo, I feel like you guys were a lot of the givers, and now it's time to be a receiver. Now it's time to actually accept and receive any gifts or any new opportunities that come your way. Like, don't think that you are not worthy of a promotion, or that you're not worthy of being a manager, you're not worthy of stepping up, or getting more. It's like you guys might have even more responsibilities because you guys are changing, and because a lot of people are seeing how you're responding and how you're doing, that you might end up having more obligations, but these are going to be good for you, because I feel like you guys are due for a promotion, or you're due for something good. And I just get this feeling that you guys are ready. So don't second guess yourselves. You guys are ready for whatever this blessing or whatever this is coming in, because it's like you need to allow these opportunities to come in. You need to allow good things to come into your life, and be more accepting and be more loving towards yourself. And, being okay with the fact that, it's all right to receive. Because as much as we enjoy giving to others, we also need to learn that, if we can actually receive what others are giving back to us, that's a gift for them too. It's always, what it's like when you give a gift to someone and they're really ecstatic and happy about the fact that you give them this gift. It's kind of like that. So when you are happy, when you are open to receiving, not only are you benefiting yourself by receiving it, but also it makes that other person feel good that they gave that to you. So we also have conjunction, and this is all about your empowerment, your strengths. And some of you guys, because of the way you handled certain conflicts and certain situations, this is almost going to strengthen your bond with other people around you, because other people are going to be like, oh, wow, Virgo didn't get super defensive, or they didn't react in a negative way. They handled their situation really well. And that's going to make other people around you respect you more, want to be around you more. And I just feel like a lot of other people right now at this time are really closely watching you, Virgo, because they're seeing how you're changing. I get this feeling, Virgo, that you guys maybe have gone through a rough period of time, and you guys are now kind of getting out of that. And so as you're transitioning out of this rough period into a more calmer, peaceful state, I feel like a lot of you guys are in this like, I don't want my peace ruined. Like, you're very careful about who you let in now. You're maybe a little more reserved in some ways when maybe in the past you weren't. There's things about you that have changed that people have noticed, and it's really caught the attention of a lot of different people. I also feel like here, Virgo, a lot of you guys could be focusing on your family life at this time, but also I just get this sense too that you guys healed a lot of limiting beliefs about your family life and about your home life growing up. Maybe some of you guys were taught different things that you've had to relearn. So, for instance, like if your mom was messy, right, and just never kept the house cleaned, maybe now you would develop those skills over time to be kind of messy, and now you're learning to be more clean. Maybe you're doing the dishes every night, or you know what I mean? Like, you're doing different things now that you weren't taught from your childhood. So now it's like you guys are evolving. You're like parenting yourself, Virgo. And I feel like that is what is bringing in these new opportunities, because you guys are no longer just it's like you guys have just uplifted yourself. You've changed a lot, and I feel like a lot of people are noticing this. So Virgo, at this time, you might start noticing your intuitive skills developing. So if you guys say were clairvoyant, you might start to realize that you guys are clairsentient as well. Or you guys may actually, like for me, I've noticed smells. Like I'll be sitting there and all of a sudden I'll smell like my grandpa who's passed away, right? So I'm like smelling his cologne, or or like if you think about something and you can taste it in your mouth, it's like things like that. You're getting weird sensations in your body, and it's because you guys are finally up leveling. There's something that you let go of, whether this is an emotional thing or a mental thing, that is almost unblocking new spiritual gifts for you, or at least heightening them at this time. So you might even feel kind of sensitive or vulnerable, or you might just start noticing, like I said, weird sensations. Or this is another thing too, Virgo. Maybe you guys cannot eat the same foods that you once did. Maybe your body's way more sensitive now, so you're needing to eat healthier, or you're needing to like change your diet so that you feel better. And it's because what is happening is your body is going through a state right now, Virgo, of changing and shifting into a more like, it's almost like your crown chakra or your third eye is starting to just open up, like you're seeing things, you're hearing things. And it's because you guys let some kind of emotional trigger or some kind of emotional belief, you've evolved past that, and it just helped kind of loosen up these gifts. So we also have here renewal. A lot of you guys, I think, have also been doing a lot of self-care, or have tried to put yourselves first in a lot of situations. Maybe you guys were kind of self-sacrificing at one point, where you guys were always giving to others. And, you know, the negative side of Virgos are martyrs. And it's not that it's like, you know, because every zodiac sign has positive and negatives. And I feel like maybe at one point you guys maybe were like martyrs, or you guys maybe, like I said, just sacrificed a lot for the benefit of everyone, but not for you. And now it's like you guys have maybe pulled back your energies. I just get this feeling that a lot of you guys started to pay more attention to your body, or pay more attention to you. Right? You're no longer just focusing on other people. You started to say, okay, well, what do I need? What do I want? Because for some of my Virgos, you guys might have burnt yourselves out, you know, got sick, or just started to notice maybe some health concerns, and you guys started to just take yourself more seriously, your health more seriously, your situations more seriously. And like I said, you guys might be more sensitive, like at this time with your body, and you might start to notice like, ooh, this person doesn't feel good when I'm around them. So it's like maybe you're distancing yourself from people that you just don't feel good with. It's like you guys are just starting to take better care of yourselves, and that's another thing that's also going to be benefiting you guys in the long run. So we also have trickery, and I feel like you were around somebody who was playing tricks on you, or who was lying about you, or lying about a situation. And it's like, I just get this feeling, Virgo, you caught this individual in a lie, or somebody told you and you confronted them, or there was something here about, and it almost feels like it has something to do with that judgment and that argument, this escalation with these groups of people. And you're realizing, you know, it's just not worth it. I feel like some of you guys almost like give compassion for this type of person. I almost feel like for some of you guys, you're realizing, and this could even be a part of it too, is you're just like, I can't believe this person did that. Like, granted, I think you guys are mad, you guys are a little angry, or, you know, maybe some of you guys are a little shocked. But I get this feeling too that it's almost like, Virgo, you guys almost had more compassion for this individual, you know, because I don't think you guys are sitting here trying to plot out how to destroy this person. I think you guys are genuinely done with this situation. You're just like, you know, there's nothing I can do here. And I feel like because of this, you're just rediscovering new parts of yourself. You're rediscovering new things. And I think that's why that Sagittarius card was there as well, is because I feel like you guys are starting to open up more and be more open and receptive to learning new things and learning new skills and growing as a person. And I feel like, again, you guys, whether you realize it or not, Virgo, you're really inspiring a lot of people to do that for themselves as well. And I just get this feeling too that you guys are just on this way of stepping more into your power and not allowing other people to just walk all over you. You guys are finally saying, you're either standing up for yourself, Virgo, or you're just disconnecting from every situation that you feel like isn't worth your energy or your time. And that is so empowering, because I feel like maybe in the past you guys would deal with things like that and argue back, and maybe that always made the situation worse. But it's like now you guys are no longer dealing with that. And I feel like you could have been around somebody here with that impasse card who tried to maybe throw obstacles in your way. It could be this person's doing the trickery here, but it's almost like you're just not feeding into it anymore. It's like you guys, it's like somebody really wants a reaction out of you, Virgo, but you're not giving them that reaction. So yeah, this could be work related. It's like just your attitude and your actions are really inspiring people, and it's making a lot of people insecure at this time, Virgo. So you could be triggering people and not even realizing it just because of how inspiring you guys are being. So I am going to pull the Tea Leaf Oracle for closing messages for my beautiful Virgos. But yeah, I just feel like a lot of you guys are just realizing, sometimes people purposefully misinterpret you. Sometimes people are just insecure and jealous about what you bring to the table. I feel like, Virgo, you guys have a lot of great inventive ideas. You guys are very unique people, and I just get this feeling that whoever is playing tricks, whoever is lying, whoever is trying to cause issues in your life is just jealous, and they feel really insecure, and they feel like maybe, this could even be like like your boss even, right? And they're insecure that you're going to take their position. There's something here about somebody being afraid that you're going to steal or take something from them, because you guys are shining so bright, and you guys are a focal point for a lot of people right now. But I just feel like you guys are just on this new verge of just evolving and changing, Virgo. So I'm so proud of you guys. We have here Parrot. Someone will gossip all about your secrets. Yeah, I feel like that's that trickster. This person is really trying to paint you out to be in a negative way when we know that's not really the truth here. We have Needle and a Thread. A sincere wish will be granted. I feel like you guys have been asking for something, and I feel like it's going to come in, which is why it's saying allow it, accept it, and know that you deserve it, Virgo, right? We also have here Love. Some of you guys are going to have an unexpected love. This could even be what your wish granted is, or it can be all kinds of different things. But I just feel like you're around somebody here who is lying about you or gossiping about you, starting unnecessary dramas, and you guys are just not dealing with it. You're just turning your back against it. And because of that, it's like you guys are going to get a wish granted. You guys are focusing on your goals right now. We have Lion, time to act. And like I said, people are watching you. You guys are taking action, right? The Queen of Wands, she wants it now. And she does. She takes that action. She's very action-oriented. So I feel like you guys are in that power. You're in your zone right now. And we have here Shield. You need to defend yourself. So I feel like a lot of you guys are defending yourself, or again, you putting yourselves out of situations to where you don't have to defend yourself, because you don't see why you need to argue or fight with people that are just there to misinterpret you. Okay, so when I picked up the deck to show you guys the bottom, this came out, and I thought, okay, this is very real to what I was saying about this mysticism card. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. You guys are starting to develop that here with that torch. You guys are really developing your spiritual gifts. You guys are coming to an understanding even about this person. Whoever is gossiping, whoever is lying about you, whoever's trying to trick others around you, they're going to get people are going to find out about them. They're going to get exposed, right? Especially right now in Scorpio season. Like, how are you supposed to hide that? Secrets are coming out. Things are being revealed. We have Jug. Lighthearted, carefree time. So now you guys are starting to come into a more lighthearted time, when maybe in the past you were dealing with too much and a lot of negative energies coming at you. Now you're going to start noticing more people that are going to love you, more people that are going to accept you, more people that are going to care about you, Virgo, as well as now is the time to lighten up a little bit, have more fun. Don't take life too seriously, because I feel like you guys are due to have some kind of wish or some kind of gift coming your guys' way. So that's what I have for my beautiful Virgos. I hope that this resonates for you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great, wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.